Welcome to Intrusive Thoughts. I am Jay.
And I am Ben.
And this week, I'm going to educate Ben on...
Drum roll, please. I'll insert drum roll here, maybe.
The Black Death.
Black Death?
The Black Death, also known as the Great Plague, the Black Plague, the bubonic plague, the plague...
The plague of plagues.
The plague...
A plague on both your houses.
A plague on both of your two houses, please. Ding, 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 ding. I've lost the plot.
Yeah.
We've had such a week.
It's been so long.
It's been a week of weeks.
Yeah.
And here we are. We're going to unwind. And you're going to unwind with us. And we're going to talk about something really cheery to make everyone happy. We're going to talk about how 75 to 2 million people lost their lives.
Hold on. I've already got one question. 75 to 2 million is a big...
200 million. Sorry, did I say two?
You said 75.
To 200 million.
So 75 million to 200 million.
Yeah, it's a big...
In my head, I thought you meant either 75 people died or 2 million people died.
Oh, no,
and that's a big gap.
But I still think 75 to 200 million is a big gap. Like... So...
Did they not have records?
I guess not. I mean, it was a long time ago. It was, 1347?
You tell me.
It was 1340. The year was 1347. And a plague on both your houses. Oh, God.
So, yeah, we've had a long week. I'm really excited to sit down and just get back into this. So we've enjoyed... at the moment, there are 5 episodes up. This is... technically our episode 6. We hate episode 3 and we've discussed that. So if you're here through that, we apologise.
And I hope that people do carry on listening after that, because it was late, we were drunk.
That was the first night where we'd actually sat down and thought, this is our record session. Though we had fun, it was the night where you... towards the end of episode 3, drew on a note of paper and held up to me, "I'm dying."
Was it "I'm dying"?
Yeah. So it was like, we should wrap this up soon. And then listening back, I mean, there's probably a good topic covered. Like, we thought about travelling, what we want to do.
There was just no energy. We had no energy. We were done.
We lacked the spunk. Oh. That's what people say.
Yes, it
is.
Spunk,
moxie.
Moxie.
No, that's a different thing.
Moxie.
Moxie's like balls, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is no, spunk's more like...
energy?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yum.
Yummy spunk.
I'm full of spunk.
That's the quote that's going out on our social. We've been doing that a bit lately, so hopefully if you follow us at Intrusive Pod.
And if you don't follow us, do follow us.
Yeah, that's Intrusive Pod on Twitter or at Intrusive Thoughts Pod on Instagram.
Yes.
You're in charge of that.
And you're in charge of Twitter. You're a Twitter boy.
I don't know Instagram at all.
I don't know Twitter at all.
I've tried to teach you.
I think I feel like I don't necessarily know Instagram, but I know more of Instagram than Twitter.
You're definitely an Instagram user.
Yeah, regular. Yeah, I like Instagram.
And while I'm a Twitter user, I've never tweeted as much as I had since tweeting from the podcast.
Tweet.
I feel like it's a hidden mask. I can say what I want.
Oh no, but Instagram. Oh, no.
No, those get deleted.
Those get deleted. Yeah. What, by the
Twitter bot pops up and goes, no.
no, sir.
No.
That stays in your mind.
Yeah, pretty much. There are no racist tweets. Yet.
We are.
There's a fly in the room, though, and I'm about to abuse it.
Zap it.
Physically? Verbally.
It's too small to
like
slap.
A gnat.
It's a fruit fly.
Fruit fly.
You can do your joke now.
Did flies... It's not my joke, but...
Yeah, but you did it earlier.
I said it earlier. You enjoyed it.
It was alright.
Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana.
Yeah, I like it.
Did flies assist in the spreading of the plague? How did the plague start? Tell me this. The year was 1347?
1347. The year was. Wow. I guess...
Wow.
I think 1347
the year of our Lord.
Maybe it was the first, recorded instance
so
of it.
They did have records. But they still don't know.
Yeah, I guess they would have had records of some cases of it, but all of them maybe not. Like, you know how now everyone will, like, if you had plague, you'd go to the hospital. I guess back then,
I've got the plague, help me.
there weren't really.
Yeah.
It was kind of just like people dying on the streets. So maybe it was.
The good old times.
It was. However, the country like kept their records. It could have been that some countries were more on it.
Was it worldwide or?
Not worldwide. It was Eurasia, so Europe and Asia.
Okay. Did they know like where it started?
Yes, they do.
Oh, sorry. Tell your story.
Well, I think it started before 1347, but it peaked in Europe between 1347 and 1351.
Right.
It was a bacteria that they believed to have started it. It was called Yersinia pestis, I think, or pestis.
Is that the Latin for it?
Yes, yeah. That's why I can't say it.
Yes.
So they know that it originated in Asia. They think China.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really? That far east?
Yeah. So it was how it got over to Europe. It was carried over by oriental rat fleas that lived on rats, and the rats were regular passengers. They used to get onto the galleys and to like trade ships that used the Silk Road to come over from Asia to Africa and Europe.
The big trade channel.
Yeah, exactly. And it was thought that like originally there was so many rats popping up and getting on the ships and running around hunting for food because there was like I guess it was like climate change and a lot of the grassland had become arid and there wasn't a lot of food out there and it was dry, so the rats started looking for more populated areas where they could find food, and they came into bigger cities, got on the boats.
I say, like, boat is a dark, dank place that's going to be full of, like, supplies for the troops.
Exactly, yeah. Cause
trade stuff, loads of food.
Trips would take an age back then. So, yeah, the rats were loving it. But they were carrying the nasty, bitey plague boys.
The naughty thing.
All aboard, Plague City, here we come. Choo-choo, we're going to kill y'all.
Choo-choo goes the boat.
Oh, yeah. What did boats do?
Not in 1347. Did they?
They have foghorns.
I don't. Were they not just like sailing boats? Like
No, they were like huge galleys. They were like huge,
they
massive...
had sails,
Yeah.
not foghorns. Isn't that?
What did they have?
Isn't a foghorn generated by like an electrical device? It's not like someone with a massive
like a massive clown horn.
Yeah, it's not one of
attached
them,
to the front of the boat. I'm not sure how foghorns work.
That'll be another episode.
We'll tell you about foghorns.
Tell you all about foghorns.
Oh god. So all these ratty boys and their flea biters fled. They fled
Okay.
Asia. They didn't flee. They were just looking for food. So
They migrated.
they migrated all the way over to... Actually, before... No, we're going to do it. So they migrated all the way over to Genoese.
Like the cake.
Is there a cake? Genoese cake?
Genoese. Isn't
It's
it
a
a
place
type of
in
sponge?
Italy. It could be a cake.
Could be a type of sponge.
It's like...
We'll do a whole episode on bacon.
Great British
should we?
Break Off.
Yeah, I love that.
Break Off.
What?
I just said Great British Break Off.
Okay.
Break the cake off. Put it in my mouth.
God.
I just need to. I was just saying before we started recording that after this week, like I've had to spend so long being professional and composed and a normal human that now I can just sit down and go mental.
Gremlin.
Yeah.
Screaming at the walls.
Just let it all out. So they docked, these boats docked in Genoese. I think it's Genoese.
Is it Genoa?
No.
Genoa.
No. Genoa.
Genoa.
Geneva.
No, Genoa.
I thought, no.
Genoa.
Genoese.
Is that like...
In Italy? Genese. Joey's.
Jolie's. No, because I feel like...
Jolie's.
I thought, like, Chinese people are from China and Genoese
and the
people are from
people.
Genoa.
Oh, no, I don't know. You tell
carry
me.
on. Yeah, I'll look up.
You have a look at that.
So
but yeah,
the Genoese.
I'm gonna say Genoese. Well, this is where the Asian galleys docked, and then all the rats came flooding out.
I think I'm right.
Oh no! I've been
Yeah,
saying it.
Genoa or Genova is a port city
Oh, it's the
in Italy.
Genoese galleys
There we go.
because it
Galleys
belongs.
from Genoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, we're
Oh,
learning
I'm
as we
talking
go.
bollocks. Sorry, ignore me. Absolute bollocks. They're docked in Sicily. Oh fucking.
So
I'm a-
Sicilian galleys.
the Genoese galleys docked in Sicily. I am a moron. Beg your pardon. I'm talking. It's like the Guy Fawkes thing where I started off saying, "Oh, they wanted Catholicism out of the monarchy." No, he was a Catholic. Get it in. Why? Why do I?
Get it in the door.
It's this is our thing. This is we educate each other on things we know nothing about, and then we make mistakes, but we learn as we go, and that's the most. We're learning and we're laughing.
I hope you're laughing.
I'm laughing
Because we're not.
I'm
We're
crying.
laughing on the inside.
dying on the inside.
Ugh.
So Sicily, they docked in Sicily,
Sicilia.
and all of the ratty boys came out
All the rat babies.
as the nasty fleas started biting all the Italian boys and girls.
The fleas were biting people.
Yeah, the fleas were carrying the plague.
I
The
thought
rats
the
were just
bit
carrying.
people.
No. So the fleas were on the rats. So the rats carried the fleas. They were just carriers. I think maybe the fleas did get affected as well, and the rats did get affected as well, and a lot of them died off.
Yeah.
because they got plague. But it was the fleas that were the bitey boys spreading the nasty plague about. So they went on down to Italy and started giving people the plague. They think that it wiped out between 30 and 60% of Europe's total population.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and it took 200 years to recover, to repopulate that loss.
Imagine if that didn't happen.
Imagine all the banging. So that had to be done to repopulate Europe.
Imagine where we'd be currently if those people didn't get wiped out. There'd be too many people. There's too many people now.
That's what I'm saying. You need a plague.
Mm.
You need a plague.
You reckon?
Overpopulation. Get a plague.
Need the Thanos snap?
But I feel like the Thanos snap it's forced, isn't it? You want like a natural thing. You want like a natural disaster.
Well, I think
or
I'd rather get dusted.
I want to
than
get snapped
get the
out of
plague.
existence. That's boring.
It's quick though.
Yeah, but it's boring unless you're Spider-Man, and then you lie around crying about it for 10 hours before you turn to dust.
Just for the record, Jay loves
I
Spider-Man.
do, but I hate that scene. Fucking Peter Parker crying to Tony Stark.
because-
"Oh, Tony, I don't want to leave."
It's because Peter, he's got an attachment to the universe in terms of his spider sense. That's like
Yeah,
another.
I know that he was
integral-
feeling it before it
Yeah, he
happened.
knew what was coming.
But why is he crying to Tony? Stop crying.
He's a kid.
No, but oh, Tony, don't let me go. Oh, fucking hell, Peter, get a grip.
So
I don't know. But then I came to hate Tony from the Civil War, like through the comics. So I think I just didn't like that scene because I've got like a inbuilt hatred for Iron Man. So then when you see your favourite character, Spider-Man, crying to a character that you dislike.
looking for comfort from someone you hate.
Yeah, why are you doing that?
You're like, why aren't you coming to me, Peter?
Yeah.
Why aren't you
I'm
crying on
here.
my shoulder?
Come and cry to me and I'll make sure it's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But then, like, that's a quick instant, oh, gone. Luckily, I'm not Peter Parker, so I don't have that sense to know it's coming.
We all know it's coming.
I'm Bucky Barnes, just walking through the jungle, and she's like, ugh, and then falls over and hits the...
This is no place to die. Where's he gone?
He died.
Oh, brilliant.
So, yeah, as opposed to getting plagued, what are the symptoms of the plague? Have you researched that?
Dutty. That's what they are. I'll tell
Dutty.
you right now. They are...
It's
well,
not a quick death.
Oh, well, it is relatively. I mean, in modern day terms, like say if you were to die of like something like pneumonia or tuberculosis nowadays, you hang around for a bit, don't you?
Yeah.
But you would die between it'd be 2 to 7 days
Ooh.
after initial infection. So that's pretty fucking quick.
The turnaround time.
That's
yeah.
quick. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
that's like you get the flu. Whoa,
Gone.
you're dead within a week.
But I imagine
Shit.
it's not like a peaceful transition from.
No.
So yeah.
It's not like, hey guys, I'm okay, and then you get a bit of plague, and then
You just don't wake
drift
up
off
on
in
Monday.
your sleep. Yeah, no, it's like you get. Well, it says tumours in the armpit and groin, but I know that that's where your like your glands are. So you have lymph nodes, don't you? Mm-hmm. In your armpit, your groin, your throat.
Is it like a cystic tumor?
So
Like
yeah, it's not like
boils
it's not like a cancerous tumor. It's like a. Didn't you have something like that in your neck?
A cyst. Yeah.
Yeah. Was that a lymph node?
No, I don't think so.
What was that?
Just a sebaceous cyst.
Just a dirty old cyst.
Yeah, let's go through my medical history to the internet. Nice. I'm okay now, folks. It's not the plague. I've survived for more than 7 days.
Yeah, so they say tumours, but I think they weren't. Yeah, they're more like
Things
like
like your
cysts.
lance.
Yeah. Black spots on the arms and legs, vomiting blood, fever, rashes, which they think might have been like rashes from the flea bites,
Okay.
rather than like
From the plague.
like dermatological rashes.
Yeah. Dermatological.
Dermatological.
Yeah.
Dermatological.
Logic.
Respiratory problems. I think there was like build up of fluid in the lungs, so you struggle to breathe.
It's like when you're gargling mouthwash, like you're breathing and you can just hear like.
Yeah, but it's inside your lungs.
Yeah.
Ah, dirty.
You're not selling this over getting snapped out of existence.
Yeah, but it's more interesting.
Mm.
I mean, you probably wouldn't want to go through it, but it's not like dying in your sleep. It's like, yeah, it's all peaceful and great, but is it fun? What, you get to heaven and then say, or hell, and then say, oh, the black empty space that is probably death.
The
And
void.
everyone's like, hey guy, how did you die? Oh, just didn't wake up. Nah, I got the plague. I was fucked up. You should have seen
My
me.
eyeballs
I
were
was
melted.
rotten. I was throwing up blood. I had tumours. I was
Black
shaking
spots.
and sweating, covered in fleas.
I had a nasty rash.
Apparently as well, your breath like got progressively worse, like a decaying kind of smell.
Like a necrotic smell.
Kind of like dying from the inside, and
Oh.
you're breathing out this death, stinky stank.
Sounds wicked.
Which is
In a
why they
bad
had
way.
like all like they carry a lot of the nice smellies, and they had the beak-like masks that they'd stuff with nice smelly things because it just stunk. Everything stunk.
Oh, the plague doctors. I
Yeah,
thought that
yeah.
was because it was like, this will treat the plague. Is it just so they could get through the day?
They did also. I think they believed as well for a period that it was like airborne, and you could it was contagious, and you could get it through just breathing the air. So they wore these masks with nice smellies to try and stop
So
getting infected.
it was transmitted to humans from fleas through biting.
Yeah.
But then how was it transmitted from human to human? Is it just through bodily fluid? Or touch?
I'm not sure. I guess probably through like contaminated water and food. So like people that were dying in the slums, and there weren't any like sewage systems or anything. Water wasn't very clean back then, so you'd have like bodies lying in the streets, contaminating the water, and then like you didn't have antibacterial soap, so you weren't running around with a bottle of hand sanitizer. So you were just picking it up,
Spraying
yeah.
Dettol everywhere.
Yeah, because it was a bacteria, wasn't it? So it would get on things, and if you ingested it, you got plague.
So you'd have to ingest it, do you think?
Yeah, it's got to enter your body. You couldn't like just.
It's not just like one militant flea that's going around biting everyone.
one really determined
Yeah.
flea, like Thanos in
I'm going to spread
Fleetwood.
this plague.
I've had enough of these fucking
There's
humans.
not enough galleys for boats for people. Gotta kill the people. Are these Genoese? Are these Sicilian?
Kill them anyway.
Kill them all.
So-
No, not really. That's the flea.
And apparently, what happened was, so like you get the plague, you'd be really ill, you'd get these symptoms, and then apparently just before death, what was observed anyway is you would have a sneezing fit, and then you'd die. And it's like, why the sneezes?
It's 1/16th of an orgasm, isn't it?
Oh, so you just orgasm
You're out on a high.
Yeah, and then just dead.
You get to that 16, and then you pop your clogs. You're done.
If it's a sneezing fit, though, surely you'd reach the whole 16.
Maybe that's what kills you. It's not the plague. It's you just over sneezed.
Just sneeze your life, your soul straight out your body.
You sneeze so fast you can't close your eyes in time, so then your eyes explode out your head and your brain pops, and that's how they died.
And that's the real plague.
You heard it here first, folks.
Mythbusters.
Sign us up.
The plague's a myth.
So you'd have a sneezing fit.
And then you die.
Oh, you can,
Just seems a bit weird, though.
Did that do the rounds? Like, did everyone know once you get a sneezing fit, you die?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, can you imagine?
I think it was like
a chew and then.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But I guess you're probably that fucked at that point. You want to die. I would have thought. Yeah, at that point you just thought, it's just yeah. I'm ready. Let me sneeze.
Riddled.
I'll be trying to sneeze. I'll get people with feathers tickling me under the nose. I just want that sneezing fit.
Mainlining pepper, like. Oh.
So the good old plague. Where do I go from here? So I have got something else to say. I can't remember right now.
That's not everything you've got, is it?
It's not everything I've got. He says, "No, it's not everything I've got.
Okay.
I've got some more details for you." So they think that it never actually became an endemic in
Pandemic.
endemic
Pandemic?
endemic.
Endemic.
Yeah,
Epidemic.
endemic. I'm going to say it again.
I'm going to keep saying it.
Endemic.
Until it feels right.
It's no, because you have epidemics, pandemics,
And then like
endemic.
endemics.
An endemic is of a disease regularly found amongst particular people or in a certain area, native or restricted to a certain place.
Well, it wasn't, was it?
Exactly, yeah.
was
So
wild.
they're saying, so it wasn't native to Europe. It never became native to Europe. Because what they think happened was, obviously all the people that were getting the plague were dying. The rats that were bringing it over were dying. But because of the continued ships coming over, the trade routes and certain wars that were happening at the time, there was just a constant refresh of new rats carrying this disease.
Yeah.
Well, new rats carrying fleas that were carrying the disease. So it was just like, it was just being repeated. It never actually became localized to Europe. It was just China, like, have some more rats, guys. We hear you're missing the plague. And so they just killed, like, what, 30 to 60% of us.
Yeah.
I think it was, like, early day bio warfare.
Yeah. Chemical warfare.
Yeah.
The Umbrella Corporation started in China. Maybe.
So, yes, they just kept on sending it over. Because I think that, I think there were 3... like major.
Not intentionally sending it over.
No.
Yeah.
They didn't know they were doing it. I don't think they. Well, they didn't know how to treat it. They didn't know what was causing it. They were just.
Did China get wiped by it?
I think China got done in. I didn't do as much research on Asia's experience.
Mainly
of it,
Europe's.
but I know that
shenanigans.
and I guess there's so many people in China as well. They were just getting. Everyone was just getting wrecked. Everyone.
75 to 200 million.
A lot of people, especially back in those days. There must have been loads of people. I don't actually know what the world population was back then, but I imagine it wasn't 7 billion.
No.
So I reckon they probably lost a lot of their own people to it as well, unless they were all just sending. These are bad rats. these are the we keep
All
the
the
good
Chinese
rats.
are in hazmat suits, Dettol at the ready, like, oh yeah, nasty rats, we'll bang them in there.
Dettol was around in what 1347.
Yeah.
They had it. They just wouldn't
They
give
had
any
it-
to Europe.
Like,
This is
are they going
disinfectant.
to Genoa or Sicily? Doesn't matter. Just Europe. Ship it. Slap a
Send-
box on it. Send it.
Send it out.
Amazon next day delivery straight into the plague.
So I think it moved. It moved from Italy, and it came. It spread to Spain, Portugal, France, England. It changed direction, started going over to Germany and the Scandinavian countries, Norway.
So it didn't mind being in the cold then as a bacterium.
No, it didn't give a fuck.
My knowledge of viruses and bacteria is all from the game that I can't remember the name of. That little like mobile game.
Oh, I know the one that you mean.
When you get
Is it called epidemic?
Nah, but it's something like that.
I know it's like, yeah, I know the one you mean, where you have to.
You are the virus.
Yeah,
you
you
got
have
to
to
upgrade
spread.
yourself. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
buy this upgrade and you can resist cold weather. And then
Yeah.
you see yourself spreading.
But that's true. It's like you know how they keep vaccinations in fridges and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
like because you have to keep it, like if it's a live vaccine, you have to keep it in a fridge to keep it dormant or keep it alive. Or yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's why you have like different types of flu that come different times of the year, because the temperature will drop, and then
They'll come
this
creeping in.
bacteria or this virus will go, "Hello, I am awake." And
It's
then
me, your boys.
get snotty. That's it. There you
I
go.
am feeling ill.
Oh, you got snots.
I don't know.
Don't be snotty.
I don't want to be.
It's carnival.
Don't be snotty. It's carnival.
But yeah, I don't really think they knew how to treat it. I mean, now, like modern day medicine, you have antibiotics and stuff, and you probably spot it a lot sooner than they would. Like, if you get a fever, you go to your doctor, right? If you get like a really if you get a really bad fever, if you get
cry
like
in bed.
if you got a bad fever,
I had
must
one
never
fever
have had a
where I
proper
was really
fever.
hot, really cold, sweating, and I just couldn't move.
yeah, like hallucinating and
I've
fucking.
never hallucinated.
If you got a
I've
really bad
chatted shit
fever,
and been like delirious.
yeah,
I've just been in bed like, it'll go.
I should probably go. Well, it depends how long it lasts. I guess, like, say if you've got a fever and you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, I'm alright. But if you're sitting there, like, sweating out, like, 5 degrees hotter than your body should, you cook your brain, you'll have a seizure.
True.
That's doctor time.
But do you feel like it's like, maybe just me, but I feel like it's kind of a British thing.
You don't
or
go to
maybe
doctors.
it's worldwide. It's like, I don't want to bother the doctor.
I do get that, but
No, he's got stuff on. Not him as in a person, but you know what? You don't want to trouble someone with your
you
problems.
feel like, oh, this isn't important enough to go to the doctor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like that about everything.
Yeah. No, I get that, but I feel like I go to the doctors quite a lot, so it's like it's me again.
I pay my taxes. Give me that NHS.
But I don't. Yeah, I have to go for various blood tests and blah blah blah. So I feel like I'm here all the time anyway. What's one more visit? But say like if I didn't have to go to the doctor for specific reasons, then I probably wouldn't go either. I'd be like, oh, I'll just take some paracetamol and have a sleep. But he's got a cough. No, he hasn't. He's saved it. It's a sneezing fit. He's a goner.
I've had a spicy crisp and it hit the back of my throat, and now I'm trying not to just explode over the mic in a coughing fit.
I think he ate a lot of wasabi today as well. Yeah, so you got a spicy belly.
No, I don't get the spicy belly.
Oh, is it okay?
Yeah.
I like wasabi. It's a nice burn. It's not like a chili burn.
No, it's kind of like a next level. Everything's just.
You're in
It's
flavour
like
town.
white noise. It's just like whoa, and then it goes.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. It doesn't linger. It just hits you, and then so I hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.
And then
it
the
leaves.
next time is 2 seconds later when you do it again, and you're like whoa. So I used to smash the wasabi coated peanuts or peas, and you get to like
They're
the
good,
4th
though.
or 7th one, and then it hits you, and you're like, oh.
But then you
And you start
maintain
smashing
it
them
by
again.
shoveling them all into your mouth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's what you do with these crisps.
They are good.
So, I guess because they say it started through climate change, and then the rats leaving the grasslands. Climate change has been fucking us forever.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I guess.
It's a cycle.
We are. Isn't it like what they called, like extinction events? It's been a while since we had one of them.
Mass extinction, extinction events.
I've done it again. Yeah. So like the ice age, the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. There were some wild ones like pre the land before time. Where it was just like there were living things knocking about, but it wasn't like anything close to
What
animals
I
and
didn't
humans.
get a chance to drill into is how the plague ended, which is a shame because now I can't tell you how it ended.
Oh, well, you can't just leave me on a cliffhanger.
No, I can't. But
Did it just run out of steam?
Let's make up an ending, and then we'll find the actual ending. So, how do you think it ended? What do you imagine happened?
Well, They either ran out of steam,
Who did? The galleys.
the gangs. The Chinese ran out of rats to send over, so they were like, "Fuck."
We're out of rats. Plan B.
Plan B, and then they invented gunpowder,
And then Guy Fawkes stole it all.
and then you'll have to listen into Guy Fawkes about how he kept his gunpowder under the House of the King. Maybe
House of Lords.
you've told me all this. House of Lords. I'm sorry, I listened. I didn't learn.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
So
Have you done some last minute research?
apparently it was susceptible to weather
Oh,
because the plague lasted in London until late autumn when the colder weather helped kill off the fleas.
oh, so the fleas were susceptible to, because fleas are like gnats and mosquitoes and wasps. Every insect
Animal
like,
has, yeah.
They don't like the cold.
They don't hang around all year long.
So how long did this plague last for?
So, I mean, there was several different bouts of it. Like, it came back.
So you'd like die off for the winter, and everyone was like,
Hey, the plague's gone.
oh, them Genoese boats are back. Let them in. It's like, oh,
It's happening again.
it's happening again.
And then, well, it says over the centuries, bubonic plague has broken out in Europe and the Far East. There's been different outbreaks of it. At the end of World War One, an influenza outbreak circled the world during 1918 and 1919. So I guess it's just like a round robin of diseases that live in different temperatures. And hey, Smago, have some disease.
Tagging each other in.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And well, when I was looking at it, I mean, you end up clicking on all sorts of different things, and it said there was one list of like the most deadly epidemics. I guess disease.
Is an epidemic like a country breakout, and a pandemic is like Pangea? So it's like
An epidemic is a widespread occurrence of an infectious disease in a community at a particular time.
What's that epidemic?
That's epidemic.
Okay. That's
So
like,
I thought, isn't pandemic like the really bad one?
I thought pandemic was like worldwide, Mr. Worldwide.
Worldwide. Prestige worldwide. A pandemic is an epidemic of infectious disease that has spread across a large region. So pandemic is the really bad one.
So it's
isn't
like the Pangea, like the continent.
Yeah,
the world
yeah.
before it's.
Oh yeah,
split,
before
like,
it's when it was a supercontinent. Yeah.
It's
So
all
it's
over the
like,
gaff.
well, yeah, worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide Pangea.
So I was reading a list of like the worst pandemics of the world, or like the diseases that have claimed the most lives.
Right.
And tuberculosis is number one.
Don't
TB.
talk to me about
Our
tuberculosis.
good old friend TB.
Spoiler alert.
You had TB. You've got TB. You are TB.
I am TB. Just rearrange the letters of my name. Add a T in there.
There's no T in your name.
Fucking, you've bothered about spoilers for Red Dead Redemption?
Is it a big one?
Yeah.
Oh, don't do it then.
Okay.
Don't do it. There's going to be so... Like, I can't afford it until after Christmas.
Oh. Ask for it for Christmas?
Well, I was gonna ask my two brothers, one who I know will be listening to this.
Shout out.
Hint. Shout out Ben. Also, buy me Red Dead for Christmas.
I am poor. Please buy me a game.
Well, we can share it. You can link your PlayStations and share the game.
Yeah,
So-
but why would you not want to both have it and then join me for a posse online where we can go like, yeehaw, and ride round towns being good boys?
Or bad boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we. I guess if you buy it for each other, though, then it like cancels out. Buying the
Buy it for
game.
yourself.
Yeah.
I do that with people. You don't get me anything, I won't get you anything, and then neither of us will feel bad.
Yeah.
Or
But
I get something
also,
I want,
I
you
get
get
you
something you
nothing.
want for the
You
same
get
value.
me Red Dead, and then I feel good, and you feel
don't.
good. Yeah. What? No, don't spoil it for me. So no spoilers.
Okay.
And I think there's going to be a lot of our listeners that will find you and kill you if you do.
Nah, no one will care.
No one will care about spoilers for
Well,
Red
if you
Dead.
didn't-
What if they're all waiting till Christmas, like
Going
poor babies
forward.
like me?
Going forward, for all spoilers that might occur, I'll ask you, and if
Okay.
you're happy, we'll say, spoiler alert, about X topic. Don't listen for the next 3 minutes.
We'll
and
play
we'll
a
make sure.
klaxon. We'll send you all ear muffs
Yeah.
that you can
Email
put on.
us your mobile numbers and we'll text you when to tune back in. That'll work.
We won't send you nudes.
Yeah, we will. Jake Oates' point of view solo.
Yeah.
.mp4.
3 hours long.
Just you crying to yourself in a room. So the Black Plague ending.
It ended.
Cold weather then. Killed
Apparently,
the
yeah,
fleas.
apparently, yeah, due to weather. But then I guess it would have just come back.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, there were
It's happening
endemics.
again.
There were several epidemics
Huh?
of the plague.
Several like breakouts.
Yeah.
Plague outs.
Yeah. Bouts.
Bouts?
Bout.
Bout of the flu.
I have a bout of the plague.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's the right word to use for a plague breakout.
Well, I mean, influenza was pretty high up there. Spanish flu. That killed tons of people. And that was just one particular strain of the flu virus that just fucking killed everyone.
Started in Spain.
I would have thought so because it's called Spanish flu.
Why wasn't this one called like Chinese rat flu?
Because maybe the Chinese didn't want to own up to it.
Did we only find out where it come from like
I think
after
it's
the fact?
Yeah, I think it's like a recent thing, like looking into. Oh my god, what killed 200 million
China,
people?
they're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's a fuck. They found out.
Oh,
It's a good thing there's 20 million of us. No one will take us
no
on.
bubonic rats here.
Prepare the rats.
Putting them in boxes, ready to go back out.
Yeah, little rat soldiers, like helmets on. But yeah, it's the flu's a bad one. Have you had your flu shot this year?
Nah, I never have it.
Well,
Don't need it.
I never usually have it, but because I mean, what they call it, like a high risk group, like elderly, asthmatic, people with suppressed immune systems. You're in like a.
Do you fall into all
Yeah.
of those categories?
I'm old and
I'm old.
my immune system is dead. Yeah. Well, it's
Give
because
me my jobs, please.
I've got asthma. I fall into the
Excited.
high risk category. So then I went to the doctors and they were like, "We've got a flu jab for you."
Ooh,
I was like,
high
"I don't
risk
want
boy.
a flu jab."
I don't want a flu.
Nah, I think I had the flu jab when it was
Cool.
when it was, I think it was swine flu, and they'd put something fucky in the jab, and would just because they make a different like formula for the flu jab. It's like a prediction of what like will cause it, what viruses are going to cause flu in that year. So it's like a different mix of, I don't know, vaccinations,
Like
I
a
guess.
cocktail.
Yeah, and then I think for the swine flu one, they were like, "Fuck, there's this swine flu, throw some of this in there, a bit of that'll kill it." Whoa! And then we're giving everyone this flu jab. I'm sure it was either the swine flu one or the bird flu one, but they did this, and I had it, and it fucking ripped me off. I was dead. I had the plague, so I was like, I'm never having it again. But then I had it this year.
Oh, yeah.
So
The jab, not the
yeah,
flu.
No. Yeah, I had the jab.
God's got a plan.
And you reckon it's flu?
No,
You're going to be the
like,
comeback of the Spanish flu.
I'm not going to take any jabs. I'll just see what happens.
It was, yeah. I mean, I had a bit of a sore arm for a while, but it's not.
Did you ever have your TB jab in school?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was fine. I didn't
I
mind
did
that.
not have that.
You have. Ooh.
I have not got the little.
See, I don't think it makes you immune to TB though. I'm
What's
not.
the point?
I don't
Did
know.
they do the little stamp at your school where you got all the needles to see if you're allergic to anything?
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you got the
because
one
there's,
that
like-
leaves you with a fat scar for the rest
I
of your
haven't
life.
got a TB scar.
But you have the TB jab.
Yeah, but I haven't got a scar.
I don't know. My school just didn't do it for my year.
Just your year.
Yeah.
Oh, you little TB
Got away with
babies.
it. I wouldn't have done it anyway.
So
I'd
you're
rather-
gonna be your year is gonna be the cause of the TB outbreak that kills us all.
60 of us.
You only
Maybe
had
100.
60 in your year.
I don't know.
It's like 30 a class. I think we had 31 or 32 per class.
It was 8.
In a class?
No, 8 classes.
Oh, I was going to say, what school did you go to?
A very private school for posh people. Oh. We
Yeah.
learned the accents and all of these things.
What other jobs did you get? You got your tetanus, didn't you? Yeah, and your mumps. Was it mumps?
Tetanus.
Mumps and rubella?
I don't know.
Uh,
Jabs that you have when you're a baby. I don't
yeah,
know.
like in primary school and all that stuff. And then you have to have top-ups and all them vaccination
Nah,
boys.
not for me. I'm
In-
scared of needles.
Anti-vaxxer.
No, I'm not an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah,
Wow.
I just don't like to be vaccinated. I'm not against
anti-vaxxer.
them. I just don't
I'm
like
just
them.
anti
You just want to die. You just want to have the
Just leave it open ended.
as many possibilities of death as you possibly can.
No, I'm spooked of needles. Like, if it's a needle to take my blood, it's fine. I'll watch it happen. I'll watch the blood come out.
So you'll let people take things from your body but not put things in?
Yeah, I think that's probably it.
Why?
Is that an anti-vaxxer?
Well, why don't you have... Why? You
Needles
scared?
scare me.
But they clearly don't if you get your blood taken.
We went to Thailand. I didn't get any jabs for that.
No, but you had a fucking tattoo.
Yeah, probably should have got some protection.
But is needles is what my point is.
Yeah, no, but that was different.
Why?
I wanted that.
You are an anti-vaxxer. We got an anti-vaxxer here.
We got an anti-vaxxer over here. No one cares.
And you can send your hate mail to Ben's address, which is...
North.
I don't know.
No.
9 something.
Yes, there is a 9.
Yep.
And a something.
And it's in Birmingham. Shh. You find it.
Hate mail going around everywhere.
It's every number 9 in Birmingham. Are you Ben? Are you an anti-vax? I hate you.
I hate you. Do you have a podcast that's really poor? No, I just don't like big needles.
Big needles?
Yeah.
How big is a needle?
Well, I
to be
remember
considered
asking
big?
you about getting jabs to go travelling.
I got some jabs.
And you're like, oh, the needle's huge. It touches the bone. It goes in. Someone
I
told me it had
never
to go
said-
into my muscle. I did some research and I was like, I'd rather...
I never said any of those things to you.
Someone did. Maybe it's the internet.
You read these online and turned them into actual words people have said.
Maybe it's the internet.
No,
yeah,
that doesn't happen.
what's
It's just
the
a
thing that
little...
you could get?
You're thinking of the needles that they use to take bone marrow, which do go into your bone and are massive.
No.
You're not
Not like
thinking
a
of
biopsy.
normal... These are just little baby
Epidurals.
needles.
They're the ones that go into your spine.
Epidural, yeah, that's what you have when you have a baby, isn't it? It
Yeah.
makes you paralysed.
Yeah.
No, you don't have an epidural to go
No,
travelling.
but doesn't it go like all the way into your arm? Like it's a fat, like... it goes really deep.
Intramuscular.
Isn't it one of them?
So yeah. I mean, there's
thank you.
different injections need to go into different places.
Given
So you
the
have like
leg.
ones that go.
Did you have to do one in your butt?
I do ones in my butt.
I don't know. No, I haven't been to
So,
that.
yeah, I do. Well, it's not like it goes in your butthole. It just goes into the top of your bum cheek,
it's not about
into your muscle.
where it's going.
It's just because your bum muscles are really big muscles, so it's
It's sensitive.
no, you don't feel it.
But I've seen it in TV where they're just like, bang, they slap it in.
No, that's like an EpiPen where they just hammer you with the needle.
Nah, it's just
not like that.
okay, I'm going to put it in at 5, 4, straight in your butt. And you're like, ooh.
Yeah, I mean, there's a pinch. You're getting stabbed with something, but it's not like you're getting knifed in your ass.
I think I'd rather get knifed than needled. Because I know what's coming.
It's just thin, and they're dead sharp, so you barely feel
Stop
them.
saying these things. Oh, I hate them.
I'm going to take you to go get your vaccinations.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going to make
kill you.
Clem take you to... I'm going to go to your mum and dad's house and make them take you for your vaccinations.
Hey, here's your son you haven't seen in years. Vaccinated.
He's got the plague. Because you didn't vaccinate him.
But like,
I wonder if there was a vaccination, if there could be a vaccination for the plague.
I wouldn't take it.
You wouldn't take it?
No, I don't like needles. I just said.
What? Okay, would you
I'd go
would
and
you
move
get
to somewhere
vaccinated?
cold, like Canada.
Would you get vaccinated if you could drink the vaccinations?
There's a question. Are there fleas in Canada?
There's got to be fleas. There's cats and dogs and squirrels and foxes.
Doesn't
There's got
mean
to be
there's fleas
fleas.
though.
But that's the what? Oh, because they're too cold.
Yeah.
There's probably fleas there that have learnt that have adapt to
Like
live
they
in
get
the
the plague
cold.
and
Then
everyone's
fucked,
fucked.
then yeah. Just lock Canada off. So goodbye, Canada.
Just cut it off and push it out to sea.
It's only been around for what, like 300 years. It'd be like it was short but sweet. Goodbye. Just shop them. Yeah.
Thanks for the trial.
And then yeah, float them out to sea. They come all the way back round and just crash back into us. We're back. Oh Lord. I'm more curious about your vaccination worries. I didn't know that about you. I didn't know you didn't like needles.
Yeah.
That's
Well, that's what I said. You could, of the amount of times I've had blood taken, it's fine. I'll
But
watch
that's
it
have you ever had a cannula? Yeah, you've had a surgery with a general anaesthetic.
Oh, they put
The cannula
back
that
of my
goes in
hand.
your wrist. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're big things. They go
in deep,
They're
yeah.
tubes that go into your
Absolutely
veins.
fine with that.
What is your problem?
I think it's just something about my arm.
So what if
feel
they
like
could
it
vaccinate
hurt a
you in
lot.
your leg? But you just said you
No,
didn't want
the
it in
leg.
your bum either.
No, it has to be in the crook of the elbow or the back of the hand.
No, cannulas are horrible. I hate cannulas.
That's the one where they go and they put the sticker over
Yeah.
and it's got the little plastic.
So yeah, a cannula
Yeah, they're
is a
fine.
cannula. You put it.
I get compliments
into-
from the nurses because they're like, "Oh, you did that well." It's
They
like,
say you
"I've
got
been here
good
before."
veins. The nurse was like, "Oh, you've got great veins." I'm like, oh, thank you. Well, I've worked really hard for these veins.
I've tried so hard. Thanks for noticing.
No, cannulas. If anyone doesn't know what they are, they're the ones that go. You can do them on your feet as well. They go into the back of your hand or your feet, and they're like a needle but with a tube that goes into your vein, so you can inject
it's like
fluids
IVs and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, so you can put like drips and general anaesthetic in there and stuff.
Anything intravenous.
Yeah, I had a thing that they were taking blood, but because they had to do it so often, they kind of just like installed a tap in my arm. So, because I think I was admitted for like the course of a day, and they were like, we have to do blood, we have to take blood at this time, and like a certain like after you've eaten, before you've eaten, and they put this thing in me, and it was a tap that you could just turn on and off and take blood from me.
I'm leaking.
It was weird. It was cool, but I like watching my blood get taken.
The worst thing that happened to me, I woke up after surgery with the tube still in.
What's that like? So were you conscious when they took it out?
Yeah, because I woke up choking.
Like?
It was horrible.
How did it? What were you not supposed to wake up when
I
you
don't
did
know.
that?
I think I just because I'm pretty big, I come out of the.
Yeah, but they're supposed to like weigh you and stuff and give you.
Well, that's the funny thing. The second time round, because obviously I lost a lot of weight, it was like 130 kilos. It was on my thing, and he looked at me and was like, "That can't be right." I was like, "No, it's probably about 104." I think it might have been like 98 at that point.
If they would have given you,
I would have been dead.
Dead. This boy won't wake up.
So I think they might have underdone it, and then I remember waking up in the post-op room, just like. And they had the tube in. But the first time I had that, it didn't hurt because I didn't wake up. But then I think because I had the reflex and I was like fighting against it, my throat was wrecked.
Well, I think you always get that dirty feeling in your throat after a surgery because you've just been unconscious for so long.
Yeah, it's all like...
Yeah.
Like when you fall asleep.
It's horrible. And your throat's so dry, but they won't let you drink. I remember that. I woke up in recovery and I think I'd been down for about 9 hours. And I was like, all I want is some water. And they were like, oh, we can't give you like water to drink from a cup because like we need to make sure your throat muscles are all right and you've properly come to. So they were dipping a sponge on a stick in a cup of water and then letting me suck the sponge. I was like, mate, I am too thirsty for this. You can't be making me suck a sponge. Like, just give me some water, please. Just tip it into my mouth. Let me drown. I'm so thirsty.
The first time I had the first operation I had, when I was post-op, I was like, oh, do you want some painkillers? I was like, nah, man, I don't know. I woke up at like 2 a.m. I was dying. And then going out on the ward that late, there was like a big desk with about 7 or 8 staff members there, all in silence on computers. It's like really pitch black. I was like, I just waddled out like, hello, help. It's like so creepy being in a hospital at night.
The rule is with what's it called? Pain control is always like stay on top of it because like always it's like take it.
It's like antibiotics keep it going.
No, not like take it before you need it, but even if you're not in pain, take it. Like when you do it, so every 4 hours.
Yeah,
even if you say I'm not in pain, take it because the second it comes back, it's so much harder to stop it again than it is to just
maintain peace.
Yeah. Because once it's there, it's harder to get rid and then maintain it. So it's just carry on taking your painkillers. If they offer you free drugs, just say yeah.
Yeah, I remember I walked away from that with so much codeine.
Oh, it's ridiculous. And I was on a morphine drip for about 3 days. And I was like, this is, but but it's like there's like a built-in thing where you can only take so much. So you
slamming the button.
Yeah, so you press the button, but it will only give you so much. So you're there like, just slapping this button, but it only gives you.
The nurse just shaking her head.
Yeah, but it's like sweet dreams,
sweet
prince. It's made of cheese. Yeah, morphine's mad stuff. I remember they gave me. Well, actually, after your operation, because there's an injection. If you're spending a few nights there's an injection they'll give you to stop you getting blood clots. So you must have had that.
I was only ever in overnight once.
Oh, well, yeah. It was only overnight. Oh, okay.
The second operation, I didn't even stop overnight.
Oh, in and out.
The only reason I stopped overnight in the first one because, like, they're like, oh, don't eat after this time.
Yeah.
And then get here for 10 a.m. My operation, I didn't go until like 4 or 5 p.m. I
Okay.
sat in the waiting room.
Knocking about
I remember sending,
in your paper pants.
a selfie to Churchill, Rhodes and Fiona because they were all at work wishing me like well, and I was there like, I've been here for days, years. She's like, yeah,
I have become one with the hospital.
I think I had a DS, and I got to the point where it's like, I can't even be asked to play this. I just want to sit here and scream.
Yeah, it's not nice being just waiting around. I think I've always been lucky. All of my surgeries, I think I've been the morning one, which apparently is also the best as well to get done in the morning because they make less mistakes.
Yeah, they're just
Apparently, yeah. But yeah, because you have to have injections in like your, I guess it's like your hip. You don't know, you kind of like your hip.
What are we talking about?
What's the bit like below your belly, like your pubic region? Yeah, your pelvis. You have like injection. Oh no, I guess it is your belly. And it stops you getting blood clots.
Oh,
They come around and just like nighttime. Here's your anti-clotting stab. Whack. Yeah.
No, thank you. I'd rather clot.
Just let me clot. Just let me clot here.
Let me clot. Are there any final bits you want to add on to your bubonic plague chat before we wrap up?
I kind of ran out of bubonic plague.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's been a manic week. I think
At least you
it's
did
interesting
research.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
Maybe we should
interesting.
do a follow up later on the Spanish flu.
I would like to do. I was
episode on
doing
that.
a little bit of reading, just like the little paragraph that was there on it, and that sounds a bit of a
we'll
big
do
boy.
something like that.
I think that was number 2 on the list. So we'll come back to the
Welcome back. Well,
diseases.
maybe this is a good time to shout out to the listeners if there are any. Hello, we know you might not be there.
But we hope you are.
We hope you are.
Ever the optimist.
Give us some feedback. You can tweet at us at Intrusive Pod. You can comment on Instagram, I guess. Do people comment to talk to people on Instagram? Or are they just like,
slide into our DMs,
Oh.
as the kids say.
Is that what they...
On Instagram,
Jamie asked me what a DM was the other day. I was like, what do you mean? What's a DM?
a direct
Like,
message.
DM, you use it in context. You put it in context. It's direct message.
Yeah.
What does it mean? Like sliding into DMs. What are you asking? Just on loads of memes, innit? So how do you not know what a DM is? If
Direct
you're listening
message.
to this, Jamie, and you might. Idiot.
Direct message us.
Sorry, yeah.
Definitely do.
We've got an email at intrusivethoughts@gmail.com. We're on Facebook now as well.
Are we?
Yeah, give us a search on
Well,
there.
I didn't know that.
I keep looking at stuff on Facebook. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
You see, I don't know how to use Facebook anymore. It's been near 2 years, I think, since I went on Facebook.
Luckily, working where I work, I've got a wealth of knowledge around social.
Yeah, you're very good
So
with social media.
I'm going to tap up some of that stuff and be like, help me.
It's got those social meds skills.
Yeah, I got those connections. Be at the Shard next week, talking to LinkedIn and Microsoft.
It's the best. We're both going to be at the Shard. It's really weird. So I'm going down there for work next week, and I was like, oh, I've got to go to London for work next week. And Ben's like, oh my god, I'm in London for work next week, and I was like, oh, where are you going to be? He's at the Shard. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to be at the Shard too. Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Boys' night.
Yeah, we'll have a boys' night.
Yeah. But yeah, drop us some kind of connection, whether it's a tweet, a like. We're on YouTube as well if you use that to listen.
I mean, just let us know that you're listening.
Yeah.
It just we want to stay motivated. We like doing this, and it
helps.
it's
The little
a-
likes, subscribes, the little comments, ratings. It all builds our, I say ego, but not in a bad way. It's like it makes us know like you're out there, you're listening, even if it's 10 of you.
it gives us the confidence to do it.
Yeah.
So
And give us the feedback and the topics. So we've talked about doing the Spanish plague, not next, but as the next like big plague thing we'll look at. Is there another one that we don't know of that you're interested in learning about more?
anything. I mean, we'll do any topic. There are no limits to where we will go. But yeah, we will hopefully see you next episode.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
It's been a pleasure.
Bye.
Bye.